What's up, everybody? It's your boy Dustin. Welcome to my channel, Cosmic Clearance. I know we spend a lot of time talking about the evil stuff in the world that's going on, that's being exposed because of the Great Awakening, like Jeffrey Epstein and all the stuff going on that island. But tonight, we're going to talk about something cool. We're going to talk about one of the special sides of the Great Awakening. When we get to the end of this and we defeat this enemy that we're fighting, there are going to be some very, very special benefits, including healing and technologies that we don't know about, a renaissance in the art world, music, television. But one of the things in particular that I'm going to talk about tonight is free energy and Trump's plan to bring it to the world. I'm going to show you irrefutable evidence as to why I think Trump is part of a plan to bring that free energy to the world, dating all the way back to the Nikola Tesla days. Let's get started. This is the Daily Decode. What's up, y'all? Alright, let's get to it. First thing, we're going to start all the way back on Trump's inauguration speech, okay? Now, I've fast-forwarded a little bit, but you can see this is the original speech all the way back to January 20th. What a coincidence. That's the day that today is. 3 years ago today. I just noticed that. That's a synchronicity, right? Okay. January 20th. Anyway, Trump's inauguration speech. I've got it fast-forwarded to the right spot. I'm going to show you a little tidbit, a little part of the speech that stood out to me when I watched it because of the fact that I knew about who his uncle was. Now, stay tuned for that little piece of information, but let's watch this speech right here, or just this few lines of the speech anyway.
We stand at the birth of a new millennium, ready to unlock the mysteries of space, to free the earth from the miseries of disease, and to harness the energies, industries, and technologies of tomorrow. A new national pride will stir our souls, lift our sights, and heal our divisions. It's time to remember that old wisdom our soldiers will never forget, that whether we are black or brown or white, we all bleed the same red blood of patriots.
So did you guys hear that? He said, right here, I've got the speech pulled up, we stand at the birth of a new millennium, ready to unlock the mysteries of space. You see that? To free the earth from the miseries of disease, which that's a whole nother part of the Great Awakening, okay? And to harness the energies, that's the part that I'm talking about, the industries and the technologies of tomorrow, okay? He says a new national pride will stir ourselves, lift our sights, and heal our divisions. Now, did you notice when he said that? He says that from a place of knowing. He doesn't just say, one day this will happen. It sounds like he's saying right now during my presidency. And if you guys follow Q and you follow the Great Awakening movement, you know that this has all been part of the plan anyway. But for those of you who don't know much about that, stay tuned for my evidence and you'll see. But yeah, so harness the energies, the industries, and the technologies of tomorrow, and a new national pride will, keyword will, stir ourselves, lift our sights, and heal our divisions. Well, you want to see what I think he was talking about? Let's move forward. I got to set this up a little bit, okay? I don't know if you know this, but if not, let me show you this. Donald Trump's uncle, John G. Trump, okay? He's a very smart man. He was an MIT professor for electrical engineering. He's pretty much a genius, okay? He was the one. Oh, he also developed high voltage X-ray generators that extended the lives of cancer patients. That's pretty cool. I didn't actually know that one until I read this article. But this next part I did know. I've known this for a while, and that's why when I saw that speech, I thought that line was so interesting, okay? Donald Trump's uncle, John Trump, was the man that was asked to inspect Nikola Tesla's papers after his death. So when he died, Donald Trump's uncle was the man that went through all of the Tesla papers for the FBI and reported back to the FBI on what he found. Isn't that interesting? Everyone knows that Nikola Tesla dabbled in some unconventional energy sources, and a lot of people think he found them with his Tesla Tower, which we'll get to that a little bit more later on as well. But the main part I want you to take away from this little piece is that Donald Trump's uncle, John G. Trump, is the one that went through the Tesla papers when he died, looked at all of it, and he would have an amazing understanding of this because he was an electrical engineer. He went through all of this and reported back to the FBI on what he found, okay? That's what you need to take away from this. Now, let's fast forward all the way back, past the inauguration speech where Trump said, we're going to harness the energies of tomorrow. We're going to harness those today, he says. Let's fast forward, okay? I don't know if you guys have been noticing, but what's up, Ray? Good to see you, man. Thanks for joining. I don't know if you guys have been noticing, but the internet and the TV, Fox News, CNN, have all been kind of buzzing about UFOs lately. Now, a while ago, they'd be like, if you saw UFOs, you're crazy, or if you believe in aliens, whatever. But here lately, just like in the last couple years, dating back to the Tom DeLonge thing and a few other things, they've brought like credible military people who have had purported sightings, okay? And it all keeps having to do with the Navy. That's one of the points you need to take away from this part, okay? They keep pointing us to credible people, super credible witnesses like Navy pilots seeing UFOs in the sky. Okay, and this will be on Fox News. Tucker Carlson has had quite a few segments about it. It's on CNN, things like that. All right, now, here we have a top Republican ranking member of the Intelligence and Counterintelligence Subcommittee saying that the Navy is withholding data on UFO sightings. This is what this congressman says, okay? Now, this is just one little part I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you a few of these, okay? Here's another one. The Navy says that the UFO videos that they showed us, which, by the way, they admitted that they had videos of craft that they didn't know what they were, and they're admitting here that they're real. The Navy, again, is the military branch that says this, okay? The Navy. Keep that in mind. So they keep talking about UFOs, their sightings. It's all got to do with the Navy, and they're putting it in the news out there. I mean, this is popular mechanics. This is not something to be scoffed at. This isn't a tabloid here, okay? Let's move on a little bit further. U.S. Navy allegedly confirms that the footage is real, and this is another article, Science Alert, okay, another credible source. I'm just trying to show you guys that there's multiple sources saying that the Navy are saying that the UFOs are real, they don't know what they are, and that the sightings are credible, and that we should believe them, right? They're kind of like setting us up for something, right? What are they setting us up for? Let's keep moving forward. Okay, this is where it starts to get fun, okay? There have been multiple patents recently for some groundbreaking Star Trek stuff, okay? Let's go up here first. Well, we'll start with this one first. Okay, there's a scientist named Salvador Pais, P-A-I-S, Salvador Pais, who has came out with a few spectacular patents. Okay, a couple of them. One of them is an energy device. One of them is a craft. This craft right here. Okay, and these things are amazing. A few of the things I want to show you. Well, first of all, this is a lot of people have always see these triangular crafts in the sky, right? It's known as the TR-3B. Google that and look it up. It's a triangular craft. People have had these sightings for a long time. Well, here's a patent of a triangular craft, and it's not just something small. This is something big. This is a patent, and let me show you a little bit further. A Navy person, a credible Navy person, says that this patent is actually operable. That's the key word here. Now I'm going to show you his letter. Let's keep going. Oh, that's Salvador Pais right there. Here in a minute, I'm going to show you why this guy he's the savior. He's the savior, okay? Okay, right here, so when they filed for the patent, it got turned back, and they're like, oh, we don't know if we can give you this patent because you're not proving to us that it's true or that it's real. Well, this is a letter from the Navy going back to the patent office saying, oh, it's real, but it's classified and we can't show it to you, but it is real. He says, yada, 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 yada. The invention described in the above reference patent application is operable, keyword operable, and enabled via the physics described in the patent application and the peer-reviewed paper described in the inventor amendment. Okay? What he's saying is, we already have this. This is already in operation, this craft. Now, this craft is mind-blowing, okay? You guys can go look up this patent and do a little further research, but this craft is capable of doing basically everything that people have been claiming that they're seeing in the skies. The incredible movements, the mind-blowing speed, the UFOs. This is it. This is what they're seeing. Well, one of them. I'm sure we have many, okay? But this is one of them. Now, this patent, let's move forward a little bit. That same scientist, Salvador Pais, he also files a patent for a compact fusion reactor. Now, that might be your first question when you see that last craft. People want to know, what powers it? How does it move? Well, this is the thing that's powering it. Now, this is where stuff gets really crazy, okay? This compact fusion reactor that he files this patent for, it powers the craft. So this is what enables the craft to go ridiculous speeds. Who knows how fast? They don't particularly say, but I'm going to show you how much power is in this thing. Okay, this thing right here, first of all, it's in a size, this reactor is the size of 0.3 to 2 meters in diameter. So this is very small. We're talking about less than 10 feet here. Probably 6 feet, maybe even as small as, 0.3, this could be as small as 1 foot. They don't specifically say the size of this reactor, but it is tiny. It could be as small as a microwave or even a computer, a small computer, okay? Could be tiny. Now, the power of this thing, though, is mind-blowing, okay? Let's go to the actual patent. I've got all the patents pulled up here on Google Patents, by the way, so you can go back and check all my work if you think, if you think I'm pushing anything, but I'm telling you guys, it's real. So these are all the patents by Salvador Pais. We are going to start, well, this is the craft using inertial mass reduction device. This is another craft. This one's kind of like a diamond-shaped craft. Now notice all of these crafts, this is what I wanted to show you. They're all assigned to who? The Department of the Navy. Interesting. Remember, the Navy was the ones telling us at the beginning that the crafts were real and yada, yada, yada. Well, look who filed these patents. Look who Salvador Pais is working for. Every one of them. Department of the Navy, Department of the Navy. Now remember, these are operable, right? That Navy chief in the letter to the patent office said these are operable. Okay? Now, let's look at this one in particular, though, that is mind-blowing, guys. This one's incredible, okay? Plasma compression fusion device. This is what I was just showing you, okay? Let's go down here. I want to show you the power output of this thing. Buckle into your seatbelts, guys. This is going to blow your mind, okay? It says, taking into consideration equation 2, the energy gain of the fusion reactor is in order of 10 to the 18th, meaning that possibility of fusion ignition that is self-sustained plasma burn is highly feasible under the aforementioned conditions. As a result of this simple analysis, it is important to note that the present invention can produce power in the gigawatt to terawatt range and higher. Terawatt, okay? With input power in the kilowatt to megawatt range. You only have to put in 1 kilowatt to megawatt. But it says this can possibly lead to ignition plasma burn that is self-sustained plasma burn without need for external input power, indicating the enablement of this invention. What they're saying here is once you give it the input power to get it started, eventually it just powers itself and it needs no fuel. It just runs on its own. You just have to start it and then it just continues to go. And the output is 1 terawatt. 1 terawatt. I want to show you how much power 1 terawatt is, okay? How much electricity does a nuclear power plant generate? This is the U.S. Energy Information Administration, okay? They say that the Palo Verde nuclear power plant, this is where I'm at if you want to read along, the Palo Verde nuclear power plant in Arizona is the largest nuclear power plant in the United States with 3 reactors and a total net summer electricity generating capacity of 3,937 megawatts. That's the total net, okay, of 3 reactors. The largest nuclear power plant has 3 reactors. This is the total net. I want to show you how many, 3,937 megawatts. I'm going to show you how much that is in comparison to a terawatt. Right here, 3,937 megawatts equals 0.003 terawatts. This small reactor is 1,000,000 times more powerful. 1,000,000 times more powerful than our largest nuclear reactor. Now let me put that into even a little more perspective for you. The world energy consumption, the entire consumption of the world's energy consumption in 2015 corresponds to an average of about 1.142 terawatts. So this little reactor, the size of possibly as small as 1 foot, but as big as 2 meters is roughly 6 feet, so as big as possibly 6 feet, between 1 foot and 6 feet, this small compact reactor is generating enough power to power our entire world. Okay? And we already have one. It's already in operation. It is operable because the Kraft patent was operable, and so was the fusion generator, the fusion device, because the Kraft is operable, and this is what powers it. So this also has to be operable. So do you guys understand what this means? This means we already have a device that can sit on your desk that can power the entire world. Okay? Think about that. Power the entire world with one device. And how many people have seen UFOs in the sky? Tons of people have seen the lights flying around. We probably have many, many craft, okay? This triangle craft is just one type of craft. We probably have lots of them. And this triangle craft, there's more than one. There's probably tons of these triangle crafts. We probably have 100 of just the triangle one, right? Then we probably have 100 of some other kind. And every one of those probably has one of these devices in it. Now just think about that. So there's hundreds and hundreds of devices that are each individually capable of powering the whole world, just flying around out there. Now, let's keep going. Get out of here. All right, let's keep going. So the next thing that I want to move to is something going all the way back to Donald Trump. Remember how I said his uncle was John G. Trump? He went through Tesla's papers. Well, one of the things that Tesla had, rumored to have found was free energy that it didn't require an input. It could just power itself. Look at this company here. This company is called VZev Technologies. Okay, I went to Texas and saw what this company was doing myself. They have recreated the Tesla Tower. There it is, people. That's a picture of it right there. I saw it myself. It is legit, and it is there. You can drive down there and see it yourself. Go to this website, vzevtechnologies.com. Look at the address and go down there. It's there. What this tower does is it wirelessly transmits electricity to anywhere in the world. So you can just receive it with an antenna. Okay? You could receive electricity with an antenna like a radio station. And it's the Tesla Tower. Remember, Donald Trump's uncle went through the Tesla papers. You see how dating all the way back to the speech, he was like, I'm going to bring the technologies of tomorrow. Today we're going to unlock them. The space secrets, we're going to unlock them. And it's going to heal the division of the world. What he's saying is, all of these rich, evil people have been hiding this technology from you. And I can't really come out and say that, but I'll say some sort of something smaller. And what I'm telling you is I'm going to bring this out to you in my presidency, and it's going to heal the world. Now, heal the world. Why would this heal the world? Well, let's think about it. First of all, climate change is clearly a hoax, because these people that are telling us we need to pay the carbon tax, the environmental tax, all the pollution that we're doing to the world is causing global warming. All of these people that are telling us this are the same people, the same elites that are hiding this technology from us. They have something that could sit on a desk that could power the entire world to where we would never have to drill for oil again. We would never have to create batteries again. like this tower right here, it makes it to where you can receive electricity with an antenna. So think about that. We could have one of those devices sitting on a table next to this tower, sending wireless electricity to the world, and we could have, and then it requires no input fuel. It can just run on its own forever and ever and power the world for as long as we need. And if we need more, we just get another one. We already have hundreds of them. They're operable. Well, they haven't admitted we have hundreds of them, but you know they probably do. Well, let's just say one. We know we at least have one that can power the whole world, right? It's operable, the Navy chief said. Okay? So, climate change has got to be fake. They already know about it. That's one thing. There's so many things that just changes everything, guys. This will launch us into the Star Trek era. Just think about that. So I'm reading the chat real quick. Let me catch up. Right? And they're sitting there telling... Ray brings up a good point in the chat. He said, it's hard to believe the moon landings that we're still using rockets. It shows you how far they are ahead of us, right? And they're still telling us that rockets are the best things we have, right? Think of SpaceX and, NASA's still using rockets. It's all baloney. It's all baloney. We have a device on the that can fit on a table that can power the entire world, and it can propel a craft to who knows how fast, probably light speed. And we don't even need rockets. So the whole NASA is pretty much a sham. That shows you that too. This is just, it's crazy the stuff that these people have been hiding from us, guys. But this is why on my channel I constantly talk about the 3 steps. The 3 steps are, you need to educate yourself. The Epstein crap, all the nasty stuff that they're doing, okay? And then they're hiding this technology from us. We have cures for cancer. We have all of the things that they tell us we don't have. We have it all. They just hide it from us. It's all a sham. This is why you got to educate yourself about this stuff. Shove this evidence in people's face. They can't deny that. That's the Navy chief saying that. That's Google Patents saying that right there. You can't deny all that stuff. It's undeniable. Okay? Shove this evidence in their face and show them. Say, look, I love you, but we've been lied to. And I'm sorry, it sucks. But the only way to fix it, to get to where we can use this technology, is to learn about it ourselves, educate ourselves, and once we're educated enough, we share it. That's what I mean by shoving this in their face. Share it with them. Share the evidence with them. Let the cognitive dissonance set in. They're like, oh, we've been lied to, that sucks. And then they're going to be like, wait a minute, we're that close to Star Trek era. And then they're going to get excited and motivated, and they're going to want to go kick the deep state's butt, which is what we need to do. Once we kick their butt, we win. Okay? And we need to get motivated to do it. This is what's sitting on the other side for us. And this is just one thing. Like I said, we've got healing technologies. We can heal cancer, all of those other things, guys. And it's right here. It's right in front of us. And it's all connected. Okay? It dates all the way back to Trump's uncle going through Tesla's papers. Trump in his speech, he's like, look, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to release all these technologies. And but first we got to take out the evil people, y'all. They're the ones that are harboring this stuff away from us. They're hoarding it for themselves. They've been flying these craft. People have been seeing these craft since the 50s. They've been flying these things around. Okay? We got to kick their butts and take back our power, because we are the people and we deserve it. Okay? Now, one last little piece I want to leave you with, okay? This guy, Salvador Paez, this man, all of those patents are in his name. Here, let's go back and look at that real quick. Inventor Salvador Paez. Inventor Salvador Paez. Inventor Salvador Paez. Let's see, let's go back down here. Where's that picture of him? All right, that's him. Now I want to show you something kind of cool that I found, okay? So, his name's Salvador Paez, right? He's got all these patents. This guy, this technology he's bringing to us, he's pretty much the savior of our country, right? He's going to save the world, but first he's going to save our country. This is revolutionizing type of material. This is generational. This is going to change everything. It's going to launch us into the Star Trek era. He is the savior of our country, right? Well, let's look at what his name translates to. First of all, let's look at Salvador. Oh, wait, Spanish to English. Actually, we'll just look at Savior, sorry. Savior. See that? The translation of English to Spanish. Country is Paez. savior is Salvador. This man is the savior of our country. Salvador Pius. How cool is that? Now it's spelled a little different. It's spelled on these patents. It's spelled Salvatore. I know. Before all you guys comment, I'm just saying it's really cool that his name is Salvador Pius, and that translates directly to the savior of our country. And this technology that he's about to release is going to change everything. I thought that was cool. I wanted to share it with you guys. I hope you like this video. If you do, please subscribe to my channel, Cosmic Clearance. Please like the video below. Also, you can follow me on Twitter. I'm tweeting all day, every day. I tweet out evidence. I tweet out cool little, witty comments, and then I make fun of, the stupid liars, the evil people that are going out to that island. I make fun of them. I just do all sorts of cool stuff. Follow me on Twitter. It's at Clearance Cosmic instead of Cosmic Clearance because it was taken. So it's at Cosmic Clearance. But subscribe to my channel here, and I hope you liked my show, The Daily Decode. Thanks, you guys, for joining, and much love. Have a good day.